Okay, now I know I have sound. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. God is good. God is the best. And so many other expressions we could say, but God is good and Sri Guru, and all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. These expressions, standard expressions, before you write a letter to a devotee and to your mum or to your children. Remind everybody. All right. Paramananda who's joined, devotees are joining. As they join, let us say our 4 verses. But this time, let us say them. Let me see if I can quickly get it on the computer. Let us say the translations instead of the Sanskrit, because hopefully by now we've all got used to saying Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuttapada Kamalam, etc. But today, let's see, we can give the translation. And so, I'm almost there. So, Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuttapada Kamalam. This verse is by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj, and he is praying. Okay, so we're going to give these 4 verses that we usually chant as a mini full invocation, but in English. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj prays. First, I offer my respects unto the lotus feet of my initiating spiritual masters and the recruiting spiritual masters and advanced Vaishnavas, all plural. Next, I offer my obeisances to my Shastra Gurus, Srila Rupa Goswami, his elder brother, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and Srila Jiva Goswami. On a higher platform, I offer my respects unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came with his paraphernalia and associates, along with those great personalities, Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Advaita Acharya. And in the highest stage, I offer my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha and Govinda, and all of the gopis headed by Lalita Devi and Vishaka Devi. Then Om Ajnana Timirandasya. Applying the soothing salve of Sambandha Gyan, a proper acquaintance with the environment. My spiritual master has opened my inner eye and thereby rescued me from the darkness of ignorance, fulfilling my life's aspirations. I offer my respects unto Sri Gurudev. And then Namo Mahavaranyaya, coming soon. The official translation, or in the translation as we have it, the standard translation. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Gauranga, whose divine complexion is a radiant golden hue, which is the third line. The last line. And who possesses the qualities of the most benevolent incarnation, the first line. His spiritual pastimes freely grant pure love for Lord Krishna to all. He is none other than Lord Krishna, known in the age of Kali as Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the third line. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha. I bow down unto the holy feet of the pure Vaishnavas, who are like desire trees, able to fulfill all the devotees' aspirations. The Lord's devotees are comparable to a vast ocean of causeless mercy as they deliver the fallen souls from material existence. I offer all respects unto them. Then Panchatattva Mahamantras, Panchatattva Mahamantra and Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivas Adi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, and Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right, so dear devotees, we are here together, and I do wish to ask if Paramananda Prabhu is free. We may one of these days have a Zoom which has been promised about the 4 sampradayas and some additional questions which are coming to us. And Paramananda may be the one to give us this, give us his class. But is it suitable today or another day to talk about the 4 sampradayas, Paramananda Prabhu?
Maharaj, Dandavats everyone. We're having a breakfast, getting ready for our Galta Parikrama today to honor Baladev Vidyabushan, Govindaji, Visvanath Cakravarti Thakur, and of course all the wonderful devotees who participated in that. Here's our parikramas.
Haribo. Dandavat. Okay, this way around. Dandavat Pranam to the breakfasters and the breakfast and your pilgrimage.
So, Maharaj, I read your question, but I can address the question, but the whole sampradaya talk, it will take time.
Okay, so then Paramananda, can you share something of your parikrama, because you are on special days, and for all of the devotees, Kumkum Devidasi and others who've got particular requests about this, the sampradayas, we'll put this still on hold, but it will be, and we'll approach this because it is important. But let us come with the flavor of parikrama to Jaipur, and let's just catch them as they're getting ready to go out. Dandavat Mohan Anandaji, you're with many devotees on the back to basics just now.
Oh, good morning, everybody.
How's the parikrama?
Oh, fantastico. Wonderful. Everybody's having a good time. Yeah? And nobody said no. If they did, I'd kill them.
Because everybody's busy eating breakfast. That's why they're not saying anything.
Before I go, lots of purple love, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Anyhow, let me just go out.
I think you all know Mohanananda Prabhu, so understand his particular type of Vaishnava humor. So all is good. If you don't know him, I'm sure you'll get to know him throughout your devotional lifetime.
Anyhow, back to parikrama.
Yes, Prabhu.
I mean, I always judge the success of parikrama if devotees are nourished and happy, and they seem to be very nourished and happy. That's all I can say. And just like every day we're chanting the same mantra, reading the same books, eating similar food, doing similar things. So we can say same places all the time. Like we're in Jaipur right now. We used to be in Vrindavan, then we stayed in Govardhan for a few days. And in Govardhan, we visit, devotees who were very enthusiastic, our Latvian group, they decided to do the full parikrama. And they did it way too quick.
Oh.
We made an appointment. We're thinking, okay, they left 6. So then maybe they're going to make it by 2 if they're really quick to the Radhakund. So we're thinking we're going to meet at the Radhakund, Jamakund area, where Saraswati Thakur used to camp out with the Raj Mandal Parikrama and have a little discussion there. But they made it there 11:30. So we had our doubts. Did they take a shortcut maybe? How is that possible? Anyhow, then we came to Jaipur, and in Jaipur, we're actually remembering you, Maharaj, very much. Srila Didi. She's very connected somehow. I've been thinking of her a lot too. And we're going to the same places, Govindaji temple, and the temple is full of enthusiastic devotees. And then one of our new devotee from Latvia, he approached Munindra Prabhu and he observed the crowd, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people crowd. And he commented, not so many devotees here. And Munindra laughed and said, what do you mean? All of them are devotees. So not to judge by the external appearance. If you don't wear dhoti, kurta, tilak, have a shikha and look like a cliche kind of devotee, it doesn't mean that you're not a devotee. And really, it's all about, Govinda Maharaj is talking on that subject in Revealed Truth, how difficult it is to recognize the devotion and how little we have to pay to the external aspects of that. You have to focus on the internal, the heart. And yes, it was full of devotees and always super enthusiastic. Wonderful kirtan, happily participated by our dear Keshavananda Prabhu. And Mohanananda never loses a single chance to dance and sing. So he is in every kirtan, in every temple. And you can guess he's very noticeable. There's only one purple man in Jaipur at the moment. So that was wonderful. And we did Mangalarati. Yesterday, Keshavananda said, let's do 4 Mangalarati. And then we can call Maharaj and ask him, Maharaj, how was your Mangalarati? Maharaj probably said, wonderful. How many Mangalaratis you had in the morning? No, say 1. And then Keshavananda said, and we will say, we had 4 Maharaj. Quality Mangalarati. So we went to Radha Govindaji temple, then we went to Radha Damodar, Radha Vinod, and then there's a beautiful temple, really beautiful temple. It's hidden. It's called Rajanidhi. Yes, Maharaj, you wanted to say something?
No, I was counting the 4 Mongolatis. So now we've got Rajanidhi.
Nidhi, it was discovered. It's the royal temple. It's in a royal compound, but it's accessible to the public. But really, it's a stunning place in many ways. I mean, beautiful atmosphere, beautiful mood, and beautiful architecture. Obviously, it's one of the royal household building, Haveli, again. So that was the 4th one, and they're around in the same area, so it's walkable. And then, of course, our old friendly Pujari in Radha Binodji invited us for lunch, which we did. And then he was there when we came, and he's using us as an example, as a good example of the devotees. Maybe not me, but the group here. And chastising so many Indians for not following properly. So he was in a Singha mood yesterday. Lots of chastisement, lots of Kalagal coming to the Indian section, but we were praised a lot. Sometimes he's unpredictable. Anyhow, that was a wonderful meeting. Wonderful prasadam as always. He's very hospitable. And then his heart softened, and we had a big kirtan with everybody. Then in the evening, Radha Gopinath. The schedule is very busy here. Really, it's more busy than if we are in Vrindavan by some reason. And then Radha Gopinath is one of the places you go in and you just don't want to leave. You just want to be there all the time. And that's how those temples are built. We call them temples, but they're not temples. They're actually residences. The residences of the royals, the residences of the wealthy merchants who donated it to the deities. And the whole purpose, they're built according to the Rajasthani style, so-called Havelis, where the Lord is in the center. And there's an inner courtyard where the temple will be located. And then the people just living around, the different rooms, the aunties, aunts, grandfathers, grandmothers, fathers, mothers, etc. So they're all living together with Krishna. It's a beautiful concept when the Lord is in the center of your life, and then everything else is revolving around him, tailored to his needs, not to our needs. But it's been forgotten. Even in India, it's been forgotten. What to speak of West? We want to tailor everything according to our needs. But devotees of Rajasthan And there's so many places. They're not exceptional. Actually, this is how it used to be. Anyone of substantial income would have at least a small Haveli, and in the middle of the small Haveli, there will be a small temple. Till these days, we're noticing a lot. Anyhow, this is our Parikrama reports, and today we're going to Galta. And all of you heard about Baladev Vidyabushan and his victorious, what would you say to that? Wasn't a speech. It was the response to a challenge, a very disturbing challenge from the Ramanandi section in Rajasthan, Jaipur. Because Govindaji is the deity that is connected to the royal household. The Jaipur was practically built with Govindaji in the center. So the whole city of Jaipur is this large Haveli where he is in the center on the compound of the royal palace, and then the whole city is around him. The same concept was applied. So it was like a beating heart of the city. And then, as we know, Janava Devi, she went around and she installed Radharani Murtis, or Radha Govinda, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Gopinath, and so many other deities. So the worship was going on according to the Gaudiya standard, Gaudiya tradition. And then the challenge came from the Ramanandi section that no, it cannot be, because she is not a what do you call it? A lawful wife, or is that the expression?
Not legally married.
Not legally married, yeah. I don't know if that even applies to Galoka. What's the legality? How do they judge the legality of things in there? But yes, so that was the challenge. And then Baladev Vidyabushan was sent by Visvanath Cakravarti Thakur, who was originally asked to protect the prestige of the sampradaya and reinstate the prestige of the sampradaya and right to worship to Govindaji. So that place where the meeting happened is the Galta, and we're going there. And those two temples where the actual meeting actually happened on those grounds, very grounds, are still standing there, nicely maintained. And also we're going to visit, the Maharaj knows very well, Srila Madhusudan remembers, our friends in Surya temple, who are a very big Hari Kirtan enthusiasts. They wouldn't let us leave. They almost wanted to imprison us there. They were like locking the doors, asking more, especially the father. But his daughter is like that too. As soon as we show up there, all the instruments are pulled out from the storage, and they're just asking us, stay here, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, doesn't matter. You want anything, we will supply for you, but please, you sing. And happily participating too. And when we're doing that, there are lots of pilgrims coming, lots of tourists coming. Last time I had tourists joining us from some European countries, happily joining, one Japanese lady. It's always a wonderful parikrama to Galta ji. So these are reports. Everybody is happy, healthy. Keshwananda probably a little bit down today, but everyone is a little bit up and down. It's India after all. What to do? Tatenu kampam susamikshamanam. You can remember that verse on every step while you're doing parikrama, a pilgrimage in India. But Karoli was absolutely amazing. I mean, really, we have to include that to our future parikramas. And it's very easy. It's only 2.5 hours from Vrindavan. It's on the way to Jaipur. So we took 2 cars. We stopped in Karoli, and we have a family of the priest who's been doing worship to Sri Govindaji for 400 years. So their ancestors were there when Baladev Vidyabushan came, and the challenge was issued. So their grandfathers were worshipping Govindaji. And then they relocated to Madan Mohan, and somehow, mysteriously, last year, we met with them, and they're very hospitable. And the wife is from Bengal, and the man he's the very high-class Brahmin, the very good lineage of the devotional service to the deities from Jaipur, and they're very hospitable, accepting devotees. Same story, they want kirtan, so there is a big kirtan there, and then Raj Bhog Prasadam from Madan Mohanji, and they're very happy to feed everybody. All I can say, Maharaj, I only wish we have the eyes to see. But we're hoping that Krishna will notice us and devotees will give us our blessings. That is our hope. I possess no eyes, no proper vision, no proper senses to detect anything of divine nature of the Lord or his servitors. But they may notice us, and that is good. Good enough. Worth all the austerity, all the tapasya we have to sacrifice here. We have to sacrifice something. We always remember in Relocated when we're sleeping on the hard rock mattresses. And when Keshwananda is thinking, oh, if Srila come, how many mattresses we have to put together? Because devotees are getting old. And Keshwananda is saying, I cannot do it anymore. So we had to pull extra mattresses for Keshwananda Prabhu. I can barely make it these days. Not that we need to make these places, our ashrams, places of austerity. It can be, reasonably humane and comfortable, but we're working on it. It's good to have a little break here in Jaipur. We're staying at the hotels and thinking, how can we improve our ashrams? That's all I can say.
Okay, well, in the silence, we have to say here, Paramanandru, he knows how to improve the ashrams. So much so that we'd already discussed about how we'll make a dormitory in Govinda Farm Ashram in Thailand from an open area, an open building, which is a previous barn. We already discussed it, etc. And then next year when I came back, what was there? Luxury rooms. Paramanandru. Then he said, oh, I just couldn't make a dormitory. It's just not in my nature. I couldn't help myself. I had to make it.
It's well with me, Maharaj, this word.
So he knows how to look after the devotees. And it's also the joy of the devotees that they go to Thailand, to the Kartik pilgrimages that now happening every year as a tradition. And the devotees are all very grateful. What can we say?
I think the Sri Govinda farm, they're living in a nice devotional dormitory.
They are living in a nice devotional dormitory. Which part?
The Chintamani Dham dormitory. I mean, dormitory means you can fit few people in there, right? I think it's, it fits the profile of dormitory, Maharaj.
Well, I won't make a temple in my lifetime, no doubt, but if I did, I would show you what is a dormitory. But actually, I've learned what is a dormitory. Okay, first of all, we won't go to the smelly dormitories of the army barracks and things like that, but we can go to the clean dormitories of the Buddhist temples. And I've seen in Buddhist temples years ago a very good arrangement for a dormitory. But by the way, Paramanandru is also following in the footsteps of Srila Gurudev, because when Srila Gurudev was talking about, well, not only talking, building the centenary memorial building, then at that time, then we were discussing about the floor layout, etc. And then I suggested to Gurudev and explained to him about the dormitory style, how it's possible to have a clean dormitory with many people living in an area. And the centenary building in Navadip is a good size. It's oblong, but quite broad. And with Gurudev, we sketched out, and he's seeing the sketches, etc. And also not disagreeing, but like Paramanandru, he made rooms. The devotees, they need rooms with attached bathroom. So this is what Gurudev did. He made rooms with attached bathroom.
Maharaj, just last thing I wanted to say, and then I will attend the rest of our group in their service. I will join in their service. They're honoring some prasadam right now. When you go to Mangalarati in Jaipur, you don't need to know exact way or exact path. You just go in the direction of the Govindaji temple, regardless. And then you will see there are people from every direction going in a similar direction to you. So if you don't know the way, you can just ask Govindaji and they will take you there. They're all going for darshan. It is amazing to see every time. You just go into the empty city early in the morning and then you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, a multitude of people. It's quiet, not like crowds of people, but they're very focused and they're just all going in one direction. And you ask everybody, even without asking, they're telling you, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Just wanted to mention that. The mood is beautiful here.
Reminding us of Srila Gurudev saying, we just have to get into the current, the upward carrying current. And there, that flow, the current of quiet feet heading towards the Govindaji temple. Very happy memories indeed. And yesterday, actually, different of the devotees there have been sending some short videos and pictures from the programs and of the family that Paramanandu mentioned. And yesterday, Savalokanath Prabhu from Latvia, he sent me this very short clip, but this to me catches the mood of the Govindaji Arati. I expect this is not Mangalati because it is light and Mangalati is in the dark. And also Paramanandu saying about they went to 4 Mangalatis, not just one, 4 quality Mangalatis. And the custom, the honor in Jaipur is that no temple does Mangalati before Govindaji. And so Govindaji's Arati is first, and then after this, the other temples will hold their Arati. So just a little emphasis of how the whole city, it's Govindaji's city. Okay, so this short clip, and this is Mangalati. Okay, I know, very difficult to see. Why? Okay, we want you to see by hearing as well. It's not the, I know it's not the best way to show a video, but still, it's what we've got. Anyway, the camera is dancing as well as the people. Okay, I know it's not the best picture, but it's a few seconds in the Govindaji temple with the devotees dancing and not just witnessing. We can tell that from the camera. But anyway, it's not the best way to show a picture. I know you got the reflections, but anyway, lots of pictures from also lunch, maybe breakfast and travels. And dear devotees on pilgrimage, please do keep sending us the pictures. And if you think I may not quite know where you are, just send a little line, because I don't know every ashram and temple, no doubt. But I think all of these by now, I've understood where the pictures are from, where you've been. All right, well, we're exhausted after all of this parikrama. And in the chat box, we've got some chats, 4 chats. Oh, I see. So Sevarupa Devidasi, she put into the chat box the translations that we were reading before. And then there's a video in the chat box. Sevarupadi, what's the video?
Dandavats Maharaj, Dandavats dear devotees. It's the video you are trying to show, Maharaj.
Oh, very smart. So can somebody show it? Maybe Leela Moy, who's the administrator? You can show the video straight to the screen, I believe. Anyway, you got some idea. And if our high-tech devotees know how to do it, then we could see the video to the screen.
I'll share the video now.
Okay, very smart. Oh my goodness, much
Okay.
better than mine. I mean, much better because it's same video, but playing properly.
Okay, can you hear it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hare Krishna. All right. Any question from anybody? Someone's got to bring us back from Govindaji temple, and now they're going to Jaipur. It's 5.5 hours later, so it's 8 a.m. 8 a.m. there. They'll be going to Jaipur and seeing many peacocks. Sorry, they're in Jaipur going to Galta, and they'll see many peacocks. And by the way, surprisingly, in Ireland, we saw many peacocks the other day. We went to an old castle, which was well looked after, and I suppose Ireland doesn't have freezing weather, generally speaking. I think it doesn't have freezing weather, so that gave the peacocks a little bit of a chance. They seemed to be happy. Hare Krishna. We went to the castle with devotees. Hare Krishna. Yes, okay, somebody please bring us back from Jaipur and Galta. Oh, don't bring us back. Keep us there if you like. Srila Madhusudan.
Maharaj, Dandavat, all the darling devotees, and it's Dandavat, especially the fortunate pilgrims to Jaipur. Sorry, Maharaj, I don't want to come back from Jaipur. But anyway, we remember going to Galta with you, Maharaj, and Keshava, Nanda, and we had such a lovely time, lovely pilgrimage there. And we also went to the Surya temple. And remembering there when we were on Navadvip Parikrama and coming across the Ganges. I mean, I've probably told this before, but seeing the sun rising over the Ganges River as we were crossing in the early morning, and it was such a wonderful sight. And you know, there's the divine form of everything, and we could, you know, sort of feel that the sun was rising simply to serve Navadvip Dham. It was a wonderful thing. And later on, I went to Srila Gurudev and I told him that feeling. And he said, yes, I also saw that sun. So when we went up in Galta to the top, overlooking the city of Jaipur, to that Surya temple, Surya and Sandhi is the, anyway, just, you know, saying our prayer.
Sandhya. Sandhya.
What is it? Sandhya, yes. Thank you, Mark. I forgot to say Dandavat to you, Paramananda Prabhu. Anyway, when we went up there to see this Surya temple, and just said our little prayer that we saw how you were coming over the Ganges that day, remembering those things. It's quite astonishing, the plane of, you know, like the grace of Srila Gurudev, how we have connection with all these things. But hearing you, Paramanand Prabhu, and remembering all the devotees there, Krishna Kanta Didi and Munindra Prabhu, and all, you know, of course, Keshavananda Prabhu, and all the devotees who are going along with you, and that you said you are sometimes thinking of us there. That's kind of like a lifeline. Because really, Jaipur seems like homecoming when you go there. You really do feel like you've somehow come to some kind of home place that you can't ever, you just really can't forget that. And sometimes we're not able to join the devotees physically who are going to Jaipur. But we know what it feels like to want to be somewhere with the devotees, and feeling that you are there because of them, but at the same time, that terrible, that terrible sort of aching to, or to kind of heartbreak almost to, of separation. But that we have friends who are so affectionate and merciful and can remember our poor little hopeless souls going to those places. That's really very touching for me. And so through you, we can offer obeisances to all those beautiful temples. And hearing about Karoli from you, Keshavananda Prabhu and Paramananda Prabhu and Keshava also sent some pictures, because we've never had the darshan of Sri Shivada Madan Mohan. I've never. We always go to that temple in Vrindavan, and I have pictures when Madhusudan Maharaj and we all went out on a boat on the Ganges one evening and coming and chanting so many things, chanting Brahma Samhita, chanting so many prayers on this boat in the Ganges River by Madhusudan Maharaj's mercy, and going past the temple of Madan Mohan, and so beautiful, and have some pictures for remembering that. But I've never had the darshan, or I've never been able to, I don't know how to say it properly, come to show my poor self before their holy feet. So I'm hoping that maybe by the grace of the devotees, I can go there sometime. Anyway, I'm just keep talking about it. I'll just stop now. Anyway, I'm so super grateful to be able to see by our ears and see the photographs and the videos of the big kirtan in front of Shri Shri Guru Gauranga, Radha Govinda Lalita Vishaka, there in Jaipur. Jai and Srimati Tulsi Devi, everything's so wonderful. Anyway, dandavat to everyone.
There we all had a little darshan of Sri Leka's heart. Hare.
Oh, big hole, empty hole.
And here's Krishna Kanta Devidasi with a few words for everybody on back to basics. It's not too early in the morning in Jaipur. Krishna Kanta, please share with the beautiful devotees here.
Yeah, we have a very serious breakfast here in Jaipur. Dandavat to all. I'm so happy to be here. I'm very grateful to Paramananda and Keshavananda to take us again, and Mohanananda helping us in this pilgrimage. And also to the Villa Govinda devotee that they stay there and do the service. That's also, without them, we could not be here. So I have to be thankful to all.
Without them, we cannot be here.
Exactly. without.
Them.
Why you say that? Yeah, because we insist. Anyway, so happy to see Shileka Didi. And now I can only see Shileka Madhusudan Maharaj and my face. So I don't know who's there, but my Dandavat tour. And yes, every time we come on the tour here, like Jaipur and this part of India, Govardhan Vrindavan, there is always a gift attached. Last time it was Nathad Bar, which became one of my favorite plays. Nathad Bar, where the deities of Madhavendra Puri is there. And we had such a wonderful experience there last time. That's one of these memorable experiences that you never forget in life. It became one of my favorite places. And this time we went to Karoli. And here also another like unforgettable experience with the resident there. The food I took few videos, but I am not getting the time to share. But I think I gave few to Keshavananda and Shileka so. Yeah, they were so nice. So like their hospitality is amazing. They serve us the most amazing prasadam.
All sang Shrita Kamala together.
And we all sang Shrita Kamala together. Jai Radha, Jai Krishna,
They knew by
Jai
heart.
Vrindavan. Yeah, they know all the songs by heart. It was very nice. I took some very nice video. I'm gonna post soon, so you can have some idea. And so yes, I mean it's been wonderful. And in Govardhan also, we met with Maheshwari in Sandeep, which I was really wanted to see. And Anavadud Maharaj also came there for Sarasvati Thakur appearance festival. We met a few devotees. We were a small group, but very nice. So it's been very nice experience to be on this pilgrimage. Very nourishing. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you can say many things. Happy to see you, Shileka Didi.
I'm happy to see you, Didi. So
When are you coming to Italy?
I'm
Soon,
coming, I think I'm coming in April.
right? April, okay. Waiting for you.
No.
I'm also waiting.
What?
Annapurna's birthday.
Annapurna. Oh, Annapurna. Okay, I'm giving the mic to Annapurna. Didi, she's very eager to speak. Okay, my dandavats to all.
And dandavats from everybody here to you all there, to Munindra, to all the team.
Look, Munindra Prabhu there. And here.
Dandavat Maharaj, Dandavat
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat dear devotees.
To the devotees. Dandavat.
Dandavat, happy birthday, Annapurna Devi Dansi.
Happy birthday. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
It's a birthday.
3 дня мы уже. Хорошо. 3 утра мы ходим на Мангаларати Шри Гопинатджи.
Already 3 times we were on Gopinathji Mangalarati. Today was the last day.
И это как прожить 3 дня во Вриндаване.
It's like to live 3 days in Vrindavan.
Я очень счастлива познакомиться с преданными из Латвии, Италии.
And I'm very happy to meet devotees from Latvia, Italy, India.
И все меня приглашают в Италию и в Латвию.
And everyone invite me to visit Italy, Latvia for service, of course, for service.
Сегодня отправляюсь во Вриндаван, возвращаюсь.
And today I'm going to Vrindavan.
Yes, и что? Я очень счастлива.
I'm very happy, very happy.
Да, и буду очень скучать.
And we'll miss about everyone. We'll be miss you all. And Lamanga maybe would like to say something. Lamanga, хочешь что-то сказать? Я переведу.
Даже так сразу могу. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Я тоже, мне выпала очень большая честь, что меня взяли в группу, приехать в Вриндаван. Я очень счастлива и под большими впечатлениями.
And I'm very much have honor to be with you, with this group, that they take me and be in Vrindavan, and I'm very happy.
Быть с такими преданными, и которые тебя окружают, и помогают, и поддерживают, это большая милость. И быть в таких местах — это огромная просто милость для меня. Я очень благодарна.
And be with such devotees who support me, who care about me, who like affection to me, and be in such place with such devotees. It's very big honor for me and very big happy for me. Yes, Maharaj, and for me, I'm happy. I'm happy to be just with devotees. But of course, holy time like amplify our mood with devotees. When we with devotees in Rezekne, in Italy, in Thailand, everywhere is like you are in holy time. But when we are here, so where as you told, as you said, sin level of sin layer, yes, of material like mood, yes. So this all amplify, I don't know, 1,000 times more our affectionate feeling in our hearts, yes. And of course, every single day we were remembering about your behavior on Holy Dham, about what your vision in Holy Dham. So we were trying to be like Madhusudan Maharaj conscious to Hare Krishna. And then we offered sunflowers for Govindaji.
So now you're going to have to chant extra Krishna kirtan, extra loud and with extra heart to combat all inauspiciousness.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Madan Mohan Prabhu.
Look, Maharaj, I'm here.
Gabriella.
I'm Moninda Prabhu. And Gabriella is her first time in India. So after a few days of cultural shock, she's recovering now, and she's already missing because she's about to leave and already thinking, I will miss India. And she's very happy, right? She's very happy to be here. And this morning was telling, what will I do if, how will I take initiation, Maharaj? So when we come back, you have some service to do maybe. We're bringing you some more service, Maharaj.
Gabriella, we are very happy to see your obvious nourishment by being with the devotees on Parikrama. And we're very pleased to hear your heart expressed through Krishna Kantadi.
Yes.
Would you like to say something in Italian? Because everybody understands the Italian expression.
E poi mi traduci? Sono veramente grata di essere qui in compagnia loro e di poter incontrare te. Veramente grata.
I'm very grateful to be here in our association and to be able to meet you, Maharaj.
Wonderful. And all the devotees here know, I think, that in my humble opinion, the second best language in the world is Italian.
Dice, tutti i devoti sanno che nella sua umile opinione la seconda lingua migliore nel mondo è l'italiano. Which one is the first one, Maharaj?
Bengali.
Bengali.
So that's not a fair competition because Bengali, there's no comparison.
Non c'è comparazione con il bengali, con il bengalese. Però. Ok, Maharaj. So we see you soon,
Dandavad.
Maharaj.
Yes, have another special day.
Yes, yes, to Galta today.
Indeed.
Yes.
Jai Shri Gurudev.
Jai, jai, jai.
Dandavad Maharaj and all the devotees. We are having a wonderful pilgrimage here. I am grateful with Brahmananda Prabhu, Keshavananda Prabhu, Manananda, and all the devotees allowed us to be here. And I had a little desire to go to Madan Mohan deities because we always hear from the devotee about Madan Mohan, Natana Goswami, Sambandha Gyan deities. And I didn't know that. I was kind of surprised we stopped there in Karoli. It was very beautiful and our charming Lord, more charming than Madan himself. So yeah, it was very beautiful. Also the priest there and the family priest invited us for prasada. They're all very charming people, really kind and heartfelt. It's been a beautiful day, as well as here, Govindaji, all the deities of the Goswamis, Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Madan Mohan, and Radha Vinod. And today we go to Galta. So, although we miss you, but there's no lack of nectar.
Oh, you're so polite, Munindra Prabhu.
He just said that I had a little desire to see Madan Mohan, see the power of his devotion. A little desire can take everyone towards that destination to fulfill. Lord is so eager to fulfill even a little desire of his devotion.
Hare Krishna.
By devotee mercy, we got this. Dandavad.
Dandavad Munindra Prabhu. See you soon. Hare Krishna. Any other contributors? The microphone is on. All right. Anyway, wonderful to have a little, not a little, big flavor of the parikramas that are taking place. And there are other devotees there, probably finishing up after their breakfast, etc., and getting ready. And we've got more devotees from Italy and from Ukraine who are on the pilgrimage party, joining the pilgrims from around the world who are, as you can see, coming to Jaipur. And this time of year, it is also suitable for the Western devotees in the sense of going there after Gaurupanima usually is very hot because it's right beside the desert. Hare Krishna.
I'm sorry to say, Dandavats Maharaj and Dandavats to all the devotees here. And I have humble request that the devotees in Jaipur at the moment. I'm having there two friends, and Madan Lal and Vikas. And both of them have very devotional heart, and it will be good for them if they will have a chance to meet you and get your association, if that's possible. I wrote them already that you are there, but if you will have agree, if you will agree and if you will have opportunity to meet them, will be so good for them. That's my humble request to you.
And who is a friend of Pritu Prabhu and being recommended like this, how can the devotees refuse? So you'll need to communicate. So Paranvu is here. Oh yes, Paranvu is here. Paranvu.
If they have that desire, they can come to Tara Nivas Hotel.
Tara Nivas. Acha.
Taran
Okay.
Nivas Hotel.
Mhm.
But we're not going to be here till late afternoon.
Okay. But if they can communicate with you by phone, by any like local, any.
I'm a little bit difficult to communicate to. I don't have the local chat platform. I think it's the WhatsApp or so, not WhatsApp.
WhatsApp,
Anyway,
then,
WhatsApp, yeah, I don't have it.
oh, any one
But
of the
most
group?
welcome. Maybe Mohan and Ananda Prabhu have WhatsApp.
Yes, sure.
Yes, he
What's
has
up?
WhatsApp.
What's
Yeah.
up? What's up? Tell me. I'm ready to play.
That's WhatsApp, yeah. So
May you please share then? How
Yeah.
to communicate?
Okay. What about his friend?
No, his friends want to come and meet us here, but
Doesn't he know that's dangerous?
he knows, he's conscious about it.
Yeah, sure. He's most welcome. He, she, they are most welcome.
Okay. Prituji, just send into the chat their contact details. We will copy it and then see what can be done.
Okay.
No worries.
And actually, Pritu Prabhu, he is a veteran of many pilgrimages. And he's been with you there today and hearing everything. Just a few words from Pritu Prabhu.
Oh,
Oh,
Maharaj, I will take refugee. I never been to Jaipur this lifetime, but been to Vrindavan many times, and especially with in association of Srila Madhusudan Maharaj, and had some miracles there because of his association. And once, it was not once, but once was more special when we were circumambulating Govindaji temple. The Pujari opened for us the old building when warriors of Aurangzeb disturbed the deities there, the temples. After returning to Vrindavan, deities were re-established. Not, they never returned to Vrindavan, the Pratibhamurti had been established, but the new temple was built and the old one opening only special days in special time for pilgrimage. All other time it's closed. But when Pujari saw Madhusudan Maharaj, he said, "Oh guys, come here," and opened the old temple. And there in the old temple, there is cave where Rupa Goswami was worshipping Yoga Maya. And also from there, very short part to see darshan of Govindaji. And the feeling everyone felt that time, it was like, I don't know how to say, how to express that, but it was very special. So, and Pujari, to make us known why it happened, he said, it is because one Brijabashi is around you, and he's Madhusudan Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
So we've been so fortunate at that time. And next time we came there with Madhusudan Maharaj, he done the same. Was not the same strength of the feeling, but it was also the same. But the very first experience was most magnificent.
The grace of the Vaishnavas and the grace of the Brajabasis.
Your grace, Maharaj.
Causeless mercy to the most fallen, and still we have to hold mercy, Pritu Prabhu. We can be given so many millions of grains of gold, but if our fingers are open, it just slips through. So anyway, so much grace from there. And with the devotees, all sorts of miracle things happen. We were with
Yeah.
Pritu Prabhu. Note everybody, we were with Pritu Prabhu. Okay, Pritu Prabhu, he's always asking, please don't make me speak. Now I think, okay, I shouldn't let Pritu Prabhu speak. Anyway, my obeisances, big hugs, and he does tell the stories as they happen, and we are very happy to remember those days, because to be within the glance of the devotees, and of course they are Brajabasis, they are the pujaris of the temple, they got a very special position, but the most special position is that of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. They are carrying that whole sampradaya, they're carrying everything, and their grace is upon all of the devotees. So you are all under that glance, the glance of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj. And remember, we are doing pilgrimages, etc., in order to have association and in order to actually hear their glories and to have some connection with them and to make them happy in the activities that we do. So we always want to do things in a favorable environment with the favorable devotees. And this way the parikramas are going on. And as I say, before Gaurupanim, generally devotees nowadays, they do visit to Vrindavan, Govardhan side, because it's so practical. After Gaurupanima, it is very hot and it becomes a challenge for Western-bodied devotees and Indian-bodied devotees too. When it's 42 degrees, for a Westerner, it's 42 degrees for an Easterner. It's also true. But their capacity to tolerate that may be a little more practiced since they were born. Hare Krishna. Anyway, beautiful gathering of devotees there in Jaipur, beautiful gathering devotees here on Zoom, on Facebook, and in the recorded version, which we know devotees, they do send feedback. We appreciate your feedback, but we know devotees do attend in the recorded version. And we're very happy to be with you live, whether recorded or not. We're very happy to be with you live. We know the feeling. We get lost in recorded versions of Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj, of spoken books from way back when, the 1980s. So many things we just get lost from time and the world, really. So to all of you in the recorded version, the live version on Zoom and on Facebook, great appreciation. And Kumkum Devidasi, this week we've given her voice a little relaxation, but next week we will come to Kumkum Devi to hear some grace from the trifactor, as Srila Goswami Maharaj would say, the trifactor devotees who got the grace of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev. So all glories to all of the assembled Vaishnavas, all glories to Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, all glories to Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakok Sridhadev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai, and all glories to Bhagavan, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai, and to Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai, Srila Satchitananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, our whole Sri Rupanuga Guru Vaga, excuse me, Ki Jai, Sri Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Jai Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Jai Shri Navadip Dham Parikrama Ki Jai, Jai Shri Mathura Mandal Parikrama Ki Jai, Shri Jaipur Parikrama Galta Ki Jai, and Jai Karoli Madan Mohan Ki Jai, Jaipur Shri Radha Govinda Ki Jai, Vrindavan Shri Radha Gopinath Ki Jai, and in Vrindavan Saparika Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhavika Rasa Bihari Ju at Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj's temple there in Vrindavan Ki Jai, and in Navadip Jai Saparika Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundaju Ki Jai. The deities of our heart, the temple of our heart, glories of which are infinite and ever being sung around the universe. We were, yeah, okay, we're over time. All right, but we were thinking yesterday how much infinite grace and infinite revelation has come from Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. And we were doing some calculations in a very mundane way, like 40,000 hours of, a minimum of 40,000 hours of concentrated, pure devotional Harikatha emanating from Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj in, you could say, formal lectures or in Harikatha. This was a conservative estimate by some mathematicians yesterday in our discussions. And we were just thinking, because anyway, we'll leave you to work out, how is it possibly 40,000 hours? Work it out. But it, I mean, just that's putting a material calculation on something, but really just how much has come from Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev, from Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, and that being broadcast all over the world. This original volcano of the modern age is Hari Katha. So Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai, and all of the rooms of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat all over the world, Ki Jai. All the assembled Vaishnavas, Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda, Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Vrinda, Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bo. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. And to each of you, one by one. Then,
Jai Srila Bhakti-Ranjana Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai.
and there are some that I don't understand, but in the chat box, oh my goodness, Sevarupa Devarasi, she's been putting various links and all good things. Okay, oh yes, I see. Okay, the messages that came in to me also there. Okay, dear ones, we've got to go sometime, and good to see you there. Amarinda Prabhu and Vaidehi Devidasi in California. In California, we're back to basics online began. Just see, but it's from Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. Seva Ashram beside Govinda Kund, where it actually began in the beginning, but online.
Yes, interruption. It began in Calcutta with a theistic media center. And I said, Maharaj, we really need something foundational. And then Bhakta. Remember that?
So it started in Calcutta, then when we did it in Navadip.
In the theistic media center, I was there preaching to the universities, and there were new devotees coming. And I said, Maharaj, we really need something foundational. And then you came up with the name Back to Bhakta Basics.
I don't think I take credit for that either.
I remember.
You remember anyway. But I remember the first ones being in the long building beside Govinda Kund. But that was born, okay, now we've got the seed was planted in the Theistic Media Center in the new building in Calcutta, Dum Dum Park, and Gurudev upstairs, the Theistic Media Center downstairs. There the seed was planted by Vaidehi Devidasi.
No,
then,
you're the boss.
And from there we started. Maybe we did some there also, because we gave classes there, various things. But it's Navadip where I remember we got a routine, and we would do maybe twice a week on the veranda. What a beautiful veranda also, overlooking Govinda Kund, overlooking the temple. And we just came from Wexford on the east side of Ireland. Ireland is a country, by the way, for those who don't know. Okay, we're on the east side of Ireland. And on the wall, a large picture on the wall of the home of Kumar and Subhasini is a picture taken by Subhasini. And it's a very unique and beautiful picture of Govinda Kund. with like the monsoon clouds behind. It's a dark picture behind, but the sun is shining. So the sun is shining onto the temple with the dark background. It's a very mystical kind of picture of Govinda Kund. But it is that same view from that she's taken a photo from the middle floor of the Seva Ashram building. That's where we held regularly the back to basics. So Dam Dam Park, Calcutta, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Navadip, and worldwide. Here we are on Zoom. Okay, we better let you all go to take your either your rest, your breakfast, your lunch, whatever it is, but do whatever you're going to do in the mood of service. Hare Krishna. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. And a wonderful morning for me. I don't know, you probably can't hear it. The wind is blowing up a storm out there with rain. So we're in. Why is Ireland green? Because it gets a lot of rain, but today some wind and rain as well. All right, but the devotees everywhere, any environment, are super. We appreciate them very much. Okay, appreciating everyone. I got to go. Someone has to click the button. Okay, I'll click the button and go. Ami Ashchi. Govinda Govinda.
Dandavad, Dandavad.
Dandavad, Dandavad, Dandavad. Hari Hari.